Capcom spent $8 million making a game the market had no interest in. Street Fighter III launched in arcades in February 1997, 6 years after Street Fighter II had defined the genre, and the world it walked into was completely different. Tekken and Virtua Fighter were pulling players toward 3D. The fighting game boom Street Fighter had started was already fading. Capcom knew this and made the game anyway. The decision to stay 2D was a deliberate one. The general producer stated plainly that 3D was not suitable for head-to-head fighting, and that Capcom did not have the techniques to do it well. What they did instead was commit all of that budget to the most technically detailed 2D animation ever built for an arcade game, with each character drawn from between 700 and 1,200 individual frames of animation running at 60 frames per second. The game also stripped out almost the entire Street Fighter II roster. Of every character from the previous game, only Ryu and Ken returned. The rest were new, led by Alex, and the audience rejected them. The game was the most successful arcade release in Japan in March 1997, and then immediately struggled to break even, selling around 1,000 cabinets worldwide. Capcom released 2 updated versions over the following 2 years, Third Strike in 1999 being the final one, and quietly moved on. The game was considered a commercial failure that nearly ended the franchise. Then, at the Evolution Championship tournament in 2004, a Japanese player named Daigo Umehara was down to his last sliver of health against Justin Wong's Chun-Li. Wong launched a 17-hit super move that blocked Daigo out of any escape. Daigo parried every single hit one by one within a tenth of a second each, then countered and won the round. The parry was a mechanic the game had introduced in 1997 that nobody in the West had considered viable at that level. The clip spread worldwide. Within years, Third Strike was being called one of the greatest fighting games ever made. No new numbered Street Fighter game appeared for 9 years after it.